Who? Who is this mysterious man? I don't know. We're back again today playing PRC, not PRC, Master Detective Archives RainCode. I'm Dre. You're here with Yokuso Otaku. We appreciate you. I look like a wet rat today. I just got out of the shower and it's been flipping hot. Hot. So where we left off yesterday was pretty cool. We finished our first real investigation, so we can be like, I'm a real detective now. And we're going to do that. Welcome in, Rogue Medic Dragoon and John. You guys are awesome. You're like the original OG Senpai Squad welcoming committee. I'm really excited to see where we go today with this. If you guys like this content, as you watch it, remember to hit your thumbs up. As you watch it, if you don't, hit the thumbs down. Preemptively hit the thumbs up and down if you think that you're a psychic and you know how you'll feel about this content as we continue. Anyway, I got the house to myself for a little bit tonight. I started late, like an hour late. I needed a shower. I needed to clean myself. I needed to rest. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. My stuffed animals just aren't, they're not enough for me. My little buddies. The little buddies. They're here. Look at how nice this camera is. Ooh, yeah. Rogue says, nothing much. How about you? Oh, well, I'm tired, but I'm ready. It's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday night. We can play as we wish. I got my water. I got my game copy. I got all sorts of stuff. You saw some trailer releases? What's a trailer for? What kind of cool stuff do we have? Let's jump into the game. Oh, new layout. That's what I was going to say. I was supposed to do Mortal Kombat 1. Nice, new storyline. We're going to jump into the game, and I want to tell you, yesterday I took the day off. I spent 5 freaking hours, because I'm a glutton for my own punishment, to make something you're going to see, and it's silly. It's silly. You kind of got a whiff of it right there. But anyway, up top here, oh, you guys can't see that. But anyway, over here, we got new thing here. Here's our subscribers here. So if you subscriber, we'll see you subscriber Shinigami. Shinigami will see Puffy. She'll see that. That'll be cool. Up here, this is supposed to be like the amount of people that were watching us, but for some reason I couldn't get it to work yet. Anyway, so I made this whole sword. I drew this whole thing itself. You got anime titties and the power of friendship. Yes. Anyway, we got to close this because I was playing a little bit to see how this layout looked. I hope you guys like that sword, though. I spent a lot of time on that sword. Like, literally, these two elements you're seeing, it's like 5 hours. Totally unnecessary. Unreasonable. Whoa! Whoa, I just watched the number go up. No, I think someone subscribed earlier today. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a fantastical day. Like the best day ever. And Zyler, it's so good to see you back. It's so good to see you, my friend. Unreal Engine. So, real quick, not like to be a big downer, but I was thinking about this earlier, and like, I really like that this game is has a good soundtrack, but it doesn't have a memorable soundtrack. Like, every time I think of this game, I'm always thinking, but like, that's a Danganronpa. And I don't have anything there. The sword is awesome looking. Thank you, Rogue. I appreciate that. So today we're going to get into hopefully more meat and more potatoes of this game. And also I'm going to have a little spiel at the beginning because I've been dumb. And I read a little bit on the internet about how dumb I was. So for one thing is, yeah, last stream I was supposed to go into my abilities, see how they're like telling us about them. And I was supposed to go to my skills and actually like unlock skills using my points, okay? So, shame on me. Shame on me for having no upgrades, right? So we didn't do any upgrades yesterday. But I learned something really interesting about the design of this game. So in Danganronpa, and I was worried. So let's go back. Let's take a couple steps back. Okay. So Danganronpa, the game, is like the first trial that you do is small and it's easy. It's not a difficult trial so much. And it only has so many mechanics. But then when you play longer and you get into more of the trials, you actually see more mechanics and things get harder. And as you continue to play, it gets harder and harder and harder. So before you start the game, they have a difficulty level that you get to pick, and it kind of determines how hard the things will get. And I'm not gonna lie, I expected that in this game. And instead we had like a super long trial, like super long. It literally took us an entire stream to do it. And it wasn't very easy. And so I was wondering about it, and as it turns out, the reason why is because this game was designed much different. And really what we saw from the main dungeon, the first trial that we went through, is actually what we get. Like, that's what the trials are, and it's not going to get longer and worse, which is great, because it literally took me an entire stream, like a 3-hour stream, and I couldn't imagine more than that, like having to deal with more than that. So we don't have to do that, and so that's a good thing. But there's no difficulty level, and the reason why, I guess, is because, you know, if you want to, you can explore this world, you can check things out, you can get more points, you can level your character up, and you can assign these points, which make your character have these little bonuses, aka makes the game easier. So that's where your difficulty game comes through. So technically, we did yesterday on hard mode. Total accident. Anyway, that's all I had to say. So, done with that spiel, and let's read chat real quick. So, they show Homelander. I don't know who that is. Omni-Man. Don't remember. Ermac returns. Warren Chi returns. And John Cena! Peacekeeper. Oh, for Mortal Kombat 1. Nice. That's cool. Anyway, so we're gonna upgrade our stuff here. So get a little vitality, and then once that opens up here, you can equip it. And we got some other stuff here, so it kind of starts letting us check here. Homelander is basically psychopath Superman with a narcissistic complex, and Omni-Man is basically General Lord Zod if he was Superman. Oh, okay. I don't know anything about any of that lore, I'm not gonna lie. I'm totally fine with you guys talking about it, though. I don't have a whole lot of deep insight. So, let's see here. So, we can do Stand By Me, Reasoning Deathmatch, sequences, shorten the assist abilities, recovery time. We don't really use the assist ability, or at least we haven't yet. I think the Vitality is probably not the worst thing to upgrade. Wait, that takes 2. Wait, what? Oh, they stack. Okay. Midsummer Night Feed. In Shinigami's puzzle sequence, remove 1 solution key. Shinigami will barf up. That actually is helpful. I wouldn't mind that at all. And then, like I said, too, it's called Mortal Kombat Cage Legend. Oh, plus in a bit, there's a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out called Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match. I wonder how that'll be. Alright, so during the Shinigami puzzle sequence, slow down the rotation speed. I mean, it wasn't the worst, was it? In solution key selection sequences, remove 1 incorrect solution key. The number of selectable solution keys cannot be 1 or less. Okay. Maybe we will do this. Maybe we will shorten it. Maybe it'll be needed, right? Maybe we need the assist later on. So we'll equip that, and we're kind of full right now. It looks like we can buy more. Can we buy more? No, we can't even buy more. Nope. I'm watching Dre with Doritos. Oh, I love Doritos. One of the characters is currently dead actors, so it was either his last work or they used AI. Oh, wow. My goodness. Reasoning deathmatch sequences reduce the number of colored words in the mystery phantom statements, making it easier to identify what to repel. Reduce the number of colored words. Interesting. Actually, that I kind of like that. So we'll hold on to that. We'll put a pin in it. That's all we can do right now. So where we left off, if you guys remember right, we didn't get killed by the naughty Nunu Amaterasu pugs. And so now we've met this weirdo guy. So let's see what he has to say.
I bet that was quite a long trip for you. Welcome to Kanai Ward.
Thanks.
You must be Yuma. Yuma Cocohead, right?
I am. And you are?
I'm probably gonna drink a lot of water on stream, not gonna lie.
I'm Yaku Furio.
Yaku Furio. Everyone's got these fantastic names. Bam. I kind of like this guy. I could cosplay as him if I shaved the rest of my beard off. Kind of like Junpei. Gilbert Gottfried?
I was born and raised in
Gilbert
Kanai Ward.
Gottfried?
Just a
Died?
humble member of the WDO.
How did I not remember that or know that?
I'm the director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
He was my favorite.
And the only detective agency in Kanai Ward.
The director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency. Huh. Okay, what's that
My
all
office
about?
welcomes you. Nice to make your acquaintance.
You know who this voice actor reminds me of? Captain Yami. Captain Yami. And if that's the case, this guy has been like a VO in like everything lately. AYAKOUFURIO voice actor. Kaji Tang is the English dub voice actor. He is known for not Captain Yami. Nope. All right, F me. All right, never mind. Moving on. I'm an idiot. You knew it. I knew it. People are trying to send me spam to try to help me with my YouTube page. Why is this a thing? I don't know. Anyway. Last year or so, geez. I like his trench coat. Yeah, his trench coat's pretty awesome with that skull figure on the bottom of it. Be kind of hard to replicate, but I think I could do it.
Thanks. The pleasure is all mine.
That's what.
So he's a detective from the WDO. Finally, I've met an ally. He managed to turn away the peacekeepers, so he must be in high standing.
Really?
Yeah.
He's clearly just some careless, middle-aged man. Oh, by the way, don't tell anyone about yours truly. You might
Why?
have forgotten, but our secret is included in the contract.
Oh, come on. That's not fair at all.
It'd be terrible if you broke this rule. To be exact, your whole body would be drained of its blood.
Okay, that's a little severe.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Yeah, don't do
Well, even if you did, they'd just assume you're some crazy person.
Now, shall we? Oh, by the
that. What
way,
if I was a
I'd like to hear the details about this incident.
What if I'm actually the killer?
Right. I'm
Well, that's
sorry
kind of
I
hot.
kept
She
you
sounded like a
waiting.
vampire with
It
that whole blood
took a
draining
while
from
to
her
get
body
through
thing.
all the
Oh man, you have no
proceedings.
idea. Shinigami's
They
gonna go
practically
deep, man.
interrogated
She is
you,
the
right?
thirst trap of thirst traps.
Kanai Ward is completely shut off from the outside world.
She's a top tier waifu.
Communication
Through
devices
and
such as
through.
cell phones are confiscated. Cameras are not permitted to leave Kanai Ward either.
What?
Even if you smuggle something with reception in, Kanai Ward is a dead zone.
What?
Thanks
Why?
to all that tight closure, nobody's using this fancy station at all.
What
Did
in
you
the heck?
say no one?
You show a lot of promise, considering how you handled that Amaterasu trouble.
I am so confused what's happening right now.
I was scared, to be honest. I don't want to deal with them if I don't have to. The thing is, the Peacekeepers always antagonize detectives. As a basic rule, never look them in the eye. They're always itching for a fight. Kinda like mad dogs.
Right.
I mean, they did seem like they're pieces of crap.
Amaterasu Corp doesn't want the unified government or the WDO meddling in their matters. I even
Who's the
caught wind of
unified
them
government?
hiring a hitman.
Oh, Gojo and Juju. Gojo and Juju. Ooh, they got a good one. They got a good one. Thank you, John. I never noticed that. I just saw you didn't do Yami.
They plan to wipe out any Master Detectives before they entered Kanai Ward.
I think everybody sounds like Captain Yami, though. Maybe that's my problem.
The result of which is this Amaterasu Express massacre.
So Zilch was actually a hitman?
Nope. There was a real Master Detective named Zilch. He was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise.
Think about it from like this, from what I gauge. The place is basically mythic in nature, and it blocks all technology for good reason. You don't want the light of day seeing what's in there. Fair.
You were in the first car earlier. The real Zilch is laying
Yo,
dead
it's
somewhere
Demi!
in there.
What's up, Demi? How are you? It's good to see you, bro. Yeah, that was a good observation, Zyler. I appreciate that.
There was a separate first car at the station before you arrived, where Zilch's body was hidden. Then, the 4 train cars that you rode in would arrive at the station in Kanai Ward and connect with the fake first car. That makes a total
How
of
you doing,
5
Demi?
dead Master Detectives
Been up to
on
much?
Kanai Ward's platform. With no Master Detectives left, you would be arrested as the only culprit. That was the plan.
They would go to such lengths?
Absolutely. Even though the plan didn't work, we still lost 5 Master Detectives.
Dear God.
Given the situation, I'm honestly surprised you survived, Yuma.
That's all thanks to me. You're so lucky to be haunted by yours truly.
Write an email. We are lucky for that. We good. Writing emails, texting people for second album prep. Nice. Dude, that's awesome. You gotta get through that, though. You know, every album just make the next one better.
Wait, if there was a real Zilch, then the number of people on board the Amaterasu Express,
You should hear my first album.
including
Really
me, that makes 6 people. The numbers still don't add up.
I, Hoochie, heard from the World Detective Organization that the number of Master
liked her.
Detectives on the train was
We didn't even get to know her. We didn't get to know any of these fools.
precisely 5.
Oh, I'll explain that later.
There's a reason why I opted out taking detective lessons when I have a chance. It's too much.
Anyway, let's leave this
Going
place.
for Fuzz
Wouldn't
Pop
wanna give
Rap,
the
Tyler the
Peacekeepers any
Creator. I don't know what
ideas.
Fuzz Pop Rap is. I know Tyler the Creator, though. That's cool, man. Stomach hurts from eating a steak sandwich. Ooh, a steak sandwich sounds so good. I haven't been eating very good lately. I had, like, instant ramen the other day. And gas station food today. Totally not okay. Supposed to be getting fit for Japan. All right, I'm excited about this city and exploring it and stuff. I was kind of hoping they would maybe open it up a little bit.
Hey, you're right.
Captain Obvious. Oh, chance because you had too much work. You had a chance to shadow a cop from your school. Okay, that's cool, man. Wow, that looks cool. Thinking about eating some corn and maybe some ramen. We have corn. I wanted to get some tahine. Tahine, I guess is what it's called. I have a friend that told me about it. And take like mayonnaise and corn and like I think sour cream and tahine. He's like from Mexico. I can't talk like him. What in the Fuddruckers was that?
guy?
Beats me.
Is our little friend good? All right, here we go. We finished chapter 0. We were really, really close to finishing it last night. Naruto run, right? I know, rambling. How are you today? Welcome in.
I see.
Are you familiar with the album Igor? No, I don't think so. Once the culprit is boom killed, you get rewarded based on how well Master did inside the mystery labyrinth. I'm actually really curious about this because I feel like I had some missteps, but I also feel like I did something good. And that's funny, the little thing, it says first timer, CB ass.
Are you gonna remember all
You
of
get rewarded.
this?
They did that intentionally. I'm certain of it. You get rewarded for each overall rating between SS and C. Not only do you get a reward for the rating received, but every rating below. So try shooting for the top. Okay, we probably get more points then. Okay, S, 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 C for a final of A. Ah! You're fine. You're just chilling. That's the best way to do a Friday. I chose working for Goodwill because I thought it'd be easier. Oh boy, it was flipping easier compared to shadowing that detective. Yeah, that'd be a lot. Demi says that's one of the newer Tyler the Creator albums, and it goes for more of like an 80s disco pop style. Okay, that's cool. That's what you meant by fuzz pop. It's interesting if she gets her hand on the culprit is killed. Yeah, that was an interesting little bit they added in there. Oh look, we got it too. CBS. No, I think it always does that. I think. I don't know. That'd be ironic. So reasoning deathmatch A. Oh god, look at that fat C there. That was not great. And then they add our little bonus knocks in there. Okay. Excited that Yokai Watch is coming back. Did they officially announce that? I just heard that level 5 is coming back. I didn't know anything about that. Well, we'll save anyway, even though we like literally just started stream. So anyway, we spent the first couple minutes here. I have not been playing this off stream at all. I refuse to. I'm really, really liking it. We're having a ton of fun streaming it, so I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep streaming it. We'll stream it next week, too. Oh, yeah. I do got to take one day a week, though, because I got to... And then the weekends. Some of the weekends, too. This weekend, we're going to be kind of busy. I think we're going to go to Dial of Destiny, and you can boo-hiss me. I'm going to it. Remember, folks, do not buy porcelain dolls. Always make sure to refrain from going near them. WDO versus the Amaterasu Corporation. I need someone to drop an English patch for the Yokai Watch remaster. Yeah, I know, right? We do need that. Just open YouTube and see you streaming. Oh, cool, man. Cool. That's nice. You're going to see Barbie tomorrow? I was kind of interesting. Riley's excited to go see it, and I'm like, I don't think that's, like, exactly a kid's show, and, like, I was reading about Barbie having, like, this existential crisis and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Where did I get my little bonnet
There's a
from?
place I want to show you.
That's cool. I like the little
It's
design
the
on
best
bonnet,
spot
though.
to learn about this town.
Other than that, it looked like an old lady that
Hey,
lives
relax.
in some small village
Don't be
somewhere.
so nervous.
I'm picturing like a rock
Sure.
wall around my little hut with grass roof. Or Oppenheimer, but I think
Come
I'll
on,
like
this
Barbie
way.
more because Oppenheimer's like 3 hours long. Fair enough. I'm a big Indiana Jones fan, and I don't know. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a shot. And they're really teasing this city. I'm not really getting to explore it hardly at all. But it is kind of cool to see. Is this Persona 5 with ghosts? I mean, it almost looks that way in a way, doesn't it? What a huge city. Maybe it's because of the rain, but it's a little eerie. PG-13. Barbie is? Barbie is. Yeah, Barbie is PG-13. Want another Dragon Ball Super movie? So, weird flex for, like, an anime guy, but, like, I've never really been into Dragon Ball. I think it's cool. People are super into it. It's never really been my thing. I wasn't really watching it. Watching weirdo stuff.
I love the view of the city from here.
You want to see Dial of Dentist?
Oh no. It's like we're always right at the brink of dawn.
The last one you liked was The Last Crusade, yeah.
Although, thanks to them, the real dawn will never rise here.
So I'm kind of that weirdo, and I feel like because I played the old, like, 90s point-and-click LucasArts games, I actually really... It wasn't blasphemous to me in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull that they brought aliens into the mix. It fit with everything, in my opinion, but I guess if you only ever watched the movies and you saw nothing but the movies, it would be weird. Yeah, the reviews are all over the place for it, Demi. I heard everything from people loving it and people hating it, but...
Kanai Ward is isolated and out of the UG's reach. Now, Amaterasu is the de facto master of the city. None who wish to live in peace dare defy them.
Oh, Spooky's coming in for a quick minute. I'm gonna miss your stream tonight. Damn it. Hopefully you stream a while.
As long
I'll
as you
catch
know
it.
your place. life can be
Thank
pretty
you, buddy.
good here.
I appreciate it, Spooky.
Open an umbrella, and the rain won't touch you. Wear a raincoat, and you can even take a girl cycling.
Remember, boys, always wear your raincoat when you're hanging out with the ladies. I could not. I'm sorry. I can't help it. When I was 8 years old, I had only ever watched Looney Tunes. I got home from school, turned on the TV, and see Goku and Raditz fighting, punching blood out of each other. I was hooked from that moment. I could definitely see that. Some point and clicks I only ever played was Pajama Sam, Putt Putt, Spy Fox, something like that, and that one fish game. Freddy Fish? Yeah, Freddy Fish. Riley plays Pajama Sam, Freddy Fish, and Putt Putt. We haven't got her into Spy Fox yet because it's a little older, but all those humongous games are absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. I love all of them. Spy Fox is absolutely my favorite. Yeah, I'm a big humongous fan. I'm just a weird retro gamer though in general. I played a lot of crap when I was younger. Alright, so I was hooked from that moment. It was the first anime I ever watched. Later, I seen Sailor Moon. I was hooked for the transformation scenes, if you know what I mean. I'm that guy when I was like, I don't know, like early middle school. I used to watch Sailor Moon every morning. It was because it was always on TV. I didn't want to watch the news. My mom was always watching news stuff, and so I watched Sailor Moon. I actually thought it was kind of lit.
You know what I mean, right?
Kinda.
So, Bree, like, I think 1 or 2 anime seasons ago, started watching this anime called Tokyo Mew Mew New. I'd never heard of it before. I think it's an older anime, but I have never seen an anime that feels like a 90s anime, but isn't a 90s anime more than Tokyo Mew Mew New. You know, it's probably not for everyone. I would absolutely recommend it to a lot of girls that like kawaii, but I don't know. I've been watching Bree watch it when she watches it, and I actually think it's kind of tight. But whatever.
A while
Judge
back,
away, folks.
our detective agency used this building. But we were kicked
Oh, I was
out
talking
due
about
to a
Mew Mew and I got
contract
High Dive watching.
dispute.
Yeah, we got High Dive. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty cool. Like if you like that old stuff, it's definitely rad.
The owner claimed renting the building out to detectives made the place unpopular. In Kanai Ward, detectives aren't even allowed to have their own offices.
Really?
I don't know what the WDO is thinking, but I don't want this town to change. It should stay the way it is. It deserves some peace and quiet.
Sucks it doesn't have an app on the PS4. Really? There's no PS4 app for High Dive. We do it on Roku. They have a Roku app at least.
That's why this time around, I don't want any trouble. It's not easy to negotiate with these people.
Older anime has that
I
charm
heard
to
that
it. That's why I enjoy
Kanai
some
Ward has a
older
lot
anime.
of
It's that
unsolved
nostalgia.
mysteries.
I mean, I just feel like, I don't know, the last like 5 or 7 years or so, like my whole generation and anyone like kind of adjacent to it is just really into like nostalgia, and anything that's nostalgic just like touches a person's heart. I'm into it. I'm down with the nostalgia for sure. I've been thinking about it, but I'm gonna mention it, but I've recently started playing Deus Ex again, the PC game, and I used to do it every year, and it's been a couple years since I played it, and so I'm playing Deus Ex lately, and god damn, that game slaps. Bree's been like, why are you playing this game? Like, what made you just all of a sudden want Deus Ex? And I'm like, it's a masterpiece. I'm convinced, and you know, you can disagree with me because this is just totally a taste thing, but I'm convinced that Deus Ex is literally like a masterpiece. It's an absolute masterpiece, especially if it's time. Roku is GOAT just because they have the Heather's Music Pro Shot. I have no idea what that is. Zyler says, you want to know what got me truly into anime? I watched Dragon Ball. Don't get me wrong, growing up, but that was not the point that got me into anime. What was it then, Zyler? Ramblin says FF7 Remake, for example. Yeah, right. I mean, companies know they can sell just off of that. One Piece trailer dropped. I don't know if it looks good or not, but opinions are divided. I thought they already had the trailer. Didn't they already have a one? Did they drop another One Piece trailer? Because I watched one a minute ago. I don't have any opinion on it. I'm not a One Piece guy. Ramblin says, what made you think of sex all of a sudden? Or wait, what made you all of a sudden want day of sex? Why the I read that so wrong. What's that quote from? Rogue says, it can be seen as a masterpiece, yeah? And ATH says, yeah, I think so, Rogue. ATH says, I didn't miss anything yet. No, I've mostly just been BSing with people and just kind of showing off the new layout. And like, so we met this guy. He introduced himself. He's a detective from this other detective agency, and he's kind of just telling us about the city. Can't have cell phones or anything that, like, takes pictures or whatever. It's blocked and some weird stuff, and he's just reminiscing about how he wants the city not to change.
Screams are part of the daily noise around here. They're kind of like church bells marking sunset. Whenever someone's smiling in that building, someone else in town is weeping. However, we can't go punching the guy who's smiling.
Tony Bennett passed today? Wow. Yeah, he's a legend. So I see Deus Ex, and it reminds me of a PS3 360 game, but not entirely, called Syndicate. Yeah, I mean, Syndicate was maybe somewhat inspired by it. A lot of stuff was inspired by Deus Ex. And it's really interesting, the guy who designed that game, he actually said that if he had it his way, the best game, I can't remember his name, he's really famous, he still makes games, but he's not like he was. But he said if he could make a game, his dream game, the best game of all time, would be a game that took like entirely, would take it place entirely in like a room, like one room. That would be like the best game ever. And it sounds really wild. Oh my goodness, guys. It sounds really wild, but if you play Deus Ex, you'll really, really, really understand it. So, like, in these levels, there's so many ways to do so many things. Like, so many ways to do so many things. You can be stealthy, you can be violent, you can be non-lethal, but still, like, attacking people. There is, like, hidden passages everywhere. There is, like, so much stuff. Like, if you talk to a person, it could change your scenario completely. And the idea is that he encapsulates so much interactivity and options and possibilities in, like, these small spaces that it makes an incredibly well-rounded and fun game. And that's where Deus Ex just shines. It shines in spades. You could do dialogue options to get through situations. And we're talking about the OGs, not... Squeenix made some stuff later, and it's like the first one was nice. The rest, there's opinions on it, but and so it's like that. That's where he's like speaking to. Like, so if he could design a game that literally encapsulated an entire story in like one single room and just had endless possibilities, endless design ideas and stuff, just fully loaded in just one little space, to him, that's the masterpiece. And I think there's something to that. I'm sorry I'm soapboxing here, but it's like I really do think that there's something... Welcome in, No Shoes. I really do think that there's something to it, because in today's like gaming landscape, we have so many like technological bounds are not restricting devs nearly as much as they used to, and we have these huge worlds that have just incredibly vast spaces and all these different things you can do. However, it's a huge complaint amongst a lot of people, a ton of people, that despite all this space, there's not a lot to do. They feel hollow to some degree. And there's just not, there's so little focus. There's no focus on anything, and the world doesn't actually feel as expansive and is important. And there's not a whole lot to replay in those worlds. But like, literally, I've played Deus Ex, like, I don't know, so many times in my life. And it's like a different experience every single time I play it, because there's so many things that I just haven't done. There's different ways that I haven't taken. There's so many, like, there's always something I'm finding. Like, oh crap, if I moved that box, I would have found that vent, and I could have avoided all of this. Or like, you know, there's just stuff like that. There's so much of that, and I really think it's something we've lost in games so tremendously over the years, and it was something that Deus Ex did in spades, and it's a gaming philosophy that I'd love to see again. If someone could realize that small spaces with vast amounts of interactivity and options are far superior to vast worlds with so little to do. And then we'll read chat here real quick. So Noshu says 2 right, Rogue says agreed, Rambling says Vampire the Masquerade is another example. I never got to really play that well. I've heard the same though. I've heard the same. Noshu says Ghostwire, Saints Row, Forspoken, lots of Let's Down this year. I mean, it's kind of true, right? We have all this access to all this stuff like we've never had. It's unprecedented. And yet, you know, the way that we think about developing things is totally different now than it used to be, and it's kind of a lost concept. But thus is AAA gaming. You know, you got all the bean counters and the suits that control all the money for game devs, and everyone wants to yell at game devs and be mad at them. But I'm not going to lie, as someone who's worked directly with game developers before, like not as a content creator but as a sound designer, and I've had personal interactions and meetings with different developers and stuff, it is 100% unequivocally not the people who are actually creating the game that are screwing things up like you think they are. It really is not. It 100% is not, and none of them can say that openly or truthfully or not. A really, really great example that I always bring up is I met the Call of Duty team at GDC many years ago, and I talked with them, and Call of Duty is a series that's known for complete being stagnant, not changing, repeating the same thing over and over again. Just, you know, yearly releases, just shills, you know, crap design. It was enlightening to sit down and have a beer with some of those guys and listen to some of their ideas and their concepts and things that they want to do with that game, with that series, to make it that much more of an exciting experience and really change and shake things up. The people who pay them won't listen to a word they say. And they battle daily at their jobs. Every single person, from sound to coding to design to artists, constant battles. They get none of what they want ever. And it's really, really, really unfortunate because it's a risk. It's a risk, and no company wants to take a risk anymore. When games were new, everything was smaller. You know, giant corporations that were publicly traded weren't running things the same way. And there's a lot more creative expression in video games. We don't get a lot of it anymore, which is a big reason. Again, I'm just looping all this back to the page, but it's why I play Japanese games. It's why I play Japanese games. They haven't, in many ways, you know, in some ways, some companies, but in many ways, a lot of Japanese devs operate similar to the old ways of gaming. And I appreciate that. Really good. Rogue says, so my thing is, I've also been feeling that some of these games today have also lost a lot of narrative for story, what puts towards the graphics open world. Yeah, I agree that too, right? It's like as soon as we started getting better graphics, it almost seemed like we started putting more focus on them than the narratives and individual stories. There's always exceptions to everything, but that is very true, especially, unfortunately, in the RPG world, especially Western RPGs. Dragon says, or Rogue Medic says, okay, Call of Duty, I can't even. I just find multiplayer and such to be so stagnant. Yeah, I mean, that's true, right? The game modes, yes, feel stagnant. And Rambling says, indie games are where it's at. Yeah, a lot of indie devs, you know, they don't have those kind of constraints, and I think that's why indie gaming has gotten so big over the last couple years. So, pretty crazy. Tyler says, you know, I miss the days of Activision actually producing a product that specifically it's a risk, but it leads to entertainment value. Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel like we don't get as many, well, we still get stinker games, but I think they're different than how they used to be. Like, you know, we used to have some stinker games. Like, I'm talking like, you go look up Dakatana, right? And you look at the history of that game. We used to have some stinkers. And that was when creativity flowed a little too heavy. We lost a lot. But there is definitely a lot of amazing things that came out during that time. Just absolutely incredible things that work to this day. And I don't think we have a ton of games in this modern era that will truly stand the test of time, where 20 years later, we look back at something and we go, God, that experience, I remember it so deeply. Soapbox. Old man. Boomer talk. I feel pretty lucky for getting such a solid story in Final Fantasy 16. A lot of people really like it. A lot of people do. I've heard some critique, but some people do like it. All right, anyway, let's keep going.
We can only offer a handkerchief to those in tears before quietly slipping away. Nothing more is needed anyway. We're not superheroes or
Oh
anything.
my god, I love Vigilante 8. Why is that we talk about Vigilante 8, I feel like every day. I love it. It was a good game. It was fun. That was a fun game, actually. A game made for fun.
We're just detectives.
Just detectives, he says. But he has the resigned smile of someone who's given up.
Some of the best storylines in gaming I experienced recently that brought me to tears were from visual novels. Makes me sad a lot of modern game story sucks. Oh man, visual novels have just been on a upcline for a while now. There's some insanity level good stuff out there. I agree, Rambling, for sure.
That look tells me exactly the kind of place Kanai Ward is, in a way words couldn't begin to describe.
This fuzzhead dude comes off like an irresponsible geezer, but there's an ominous aura around him. You only end up like that if you've seen death all the time.
Could it be because of this city?
Maybe. Or maybe it's its old man stench.
I'm not saying everything's bad. I'm just saying there's an overall stagnancy in the AAA world. That's all I was kind of getting at. I'm not trying to be overly negative.
Something wrong? Is there something on my
Dino Crisis too. People have been
gorgeous face?
screaming about that for sure.
Back in the day, I was rather popular with the ladies. You may think that means I'm no longer so popular. And you'd be right.
The rain, it never stops. Does it rain often here?
Oh, this stuff?
You know, I kind of wish, and this sounds crazy, but I kind of wish we had someone that was like one of these like crazy billionaires doing stupid crap that like opened a game dev company, and just they had all the money and they had no one that they had to listen to about the money. That would be pretty cool. I mean, it could be pretty cool. That could also be terrible.
Fatalists would tell you that all rain must come to a stop.
Problem is, video games just take too long. They just take, or too much money. They just take too much money anymore. So it's hard. It's hard to make something that's just massive and epic and incredible and advertised to the masses, you know. Oh god, don't get me started with visual novels. There are beautiful, beautiful stories. There are horny ones. There's a mix of both. There's thrilling adventure ones. I want to go down the rabbit hole. Oh yeah, right? Become a billionaire and make a game. Easy.
But for the past few years, the rain in our town hasn't stopped falling.
For years?
Yeah, years. It started around, 3 years ago? Weird, huh? Thanks to that, we have no need for weather forecasts.
Wait, so this is a world of perpetual
A
rain.
city where it's always raining. No wonder things are so dark and damp here.
The rain sure has changed
That would
things
be
around
horrible.
here.
I
Both
would
the
be
city
depressed.
And the people, too.
Is there anyone here that would like to have a world that just like never stopped raining? Never stopped. Ever, not once.
Supposedly, there's something in the rain that messes with our bodies and the environment.
I'm not familiar with
It's
that
all
one,
hearsay.
man. I'll have to look into that.
No one knows why the rain never lets up. But it probably has something to do with Amaterasu.
Kanai Ward.
I feel like
It's
visual
such a
novels take a lot of
bizarre
risks
place.
too, like story-wise. Like they'll have, what's that word? Like risque things in them, right? Like storylines and just, you know, things that you don't see much in modern gaming, which I think also makes the stories pretty interesting.
Bizarre, huh? You're not gonna make it here if you find this shocking. You'll be seeing a lot of strange things in this city, I'll tell you that much. But there's no need to overcomplicate things. Everything is just an illusion in the rain. Just think of it that way, and you'll be fine. Trust me, it's easier this
70
way.
hours apiece. Good amount of time. That's wild.
Is it?
Well, now that I finished showing you the town, let's head to the agency.
I'm trying to think of the last.
This place.
I bought a visual novel
There's
for
a
the
lot
Switch,
more
which
to
is
it
probably
than
the
I
last
thought.
one I have. I've not gotten very far in it though.
What
I
do
don't
you
have
mean?
the time that I want.
Oh, it smells so good here. It's like there's a florist on every corner.
Interesting. I wouldn't expect this place to smell good.
Really? I don't see any florists.
I didn't mean it literally. To me, nothing smells sweeter than the stench of death.
Oh god. Oh god. Jeez, Shinigami. I experienced what epitomally to me as a gateway drug helped me from straying away from being a complete and utter fool I act. Taught me how to pick up on social cues and conversations. Cities always smell like spoiled milk. Yeah, cities are
Stench of
not
death?
generally great smelling. I lived in Seattle for a while, and it was definitely smelled better now, or smelled better then than it smells now, but it didn't smell great.
There are gruesome mysteries all over this place. It smells so lovely.
That sounds so ominous.
Hey! The elevator's here!
Right, coming.
I do enjoy the rain. I find it better in constantly scorching days. Well, I mean, I agree with that, Rogue. I could take some rain right now, bad. I thought it was gonna rain this morning. I was so excited. I thought we were gonna have a nice, cool day. Born a country kid, will die a country kid. Yeah, we moved a little rural a couple years ago, and I much prefer it myself. But I mean, we're in Western Washington. Nowhere's truly rural around here. It's kind of jarring for me. I grew up in Montana,
Now
so
then.
it was a lot different there.
Yes.
You and me both, Trey. Yeah, it depends on the city. If you're a heavily populated city, yeah, it's probably going to be stinky. If you're in a rural city, it's probably going to smell like a little bit over sawdust or pine tree, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my hometown's pretty foresty. I liked it. Oh, oops, he said no need to be dangerous. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. We checked out the one thing. Rural, more like ghetto. No, Western Washington's not the greatest, and it's with the way everything is, everyone's kind of moved out into the rural areas from the big cities, and they bring big city stuff with them. I can get into that.
This area is called Kamasaki District. It's the busiest and messiest place in all of Ganai Ward. In other words, it's a lively area.
I'm so excited to
Neon
finally
looks
walk
magical
around there.
blurred
Live in the middle of
rain.
nowhere in Canada, basically. No
If there
internet,
really
no
is an illusion in the
Starlink.
rain,
How are you liking
Starlight?
Starlink? I've heard good
I
things
don't have
from
any
it from
memories of
people
the
who have no
sound,
other
but
options.
It still makes me all nostalgic. Perhaps I'm from a city like this one. Or maybe.
Oh, yeah,
if
that's
you
right, he
formed
doesn't
my
even know where
mind
he's
into a
from.
shape, it looked like this place.
Wow, I really like this city, though. There's a lot more detail than I
Wait,
expected.
isn't
That's
that
cool.
weird how it's not flooded, given how it's always raining here?
It looks like they have a good drainage system.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they have to have a
See?
great drainage
There's a
system.
drain leading to a pipe over there.
Hence all the
That kinda
pipes
thing
everywhere. Yeah, I guess
creeps
that
me
super
out.
makes sense.
Just imagine what would happen if I got sucked in there. Hey! There's a clown in the sewer staring at you!
Ugh.
A clown!
Made you look!
Guy probably thinks we're idiots. One thing I will say, I'm looking forward to an upcoming game. Yes, the Double Dragon game. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Try living in what is the ghetto of a small town, rural town, where things that happen in the big city happen on your street. I lived in that kind of street with crazy druggies and thieves. Oh, Shinigami. Yeah, I know. That's the same, right?
I explained briefly, but basically,
I mean, everywhere has a
Corp
bad
picks on detectives.
area. Everywhere.
My colleagues and hired assistants all quit. They said working here as a detective was simply impossible.
So, you've been working as the only detective for the whole city ever since?
I love these graphics,
It's
though.
not like I can change careers. I'm a WDO
I
detective,
mean, like,
after
we're
all.
like real,
Clients
you know, like
trust me
real
to do the
talk,
job.
like, you know,
Although,
would it
most
look
of my
better on
requests
PC?
involve
Would it look better on
infidelity or
PS4?
finding
Yeah,
lost
I mean,
pets.
yeah, or PS5, whatever.
What about unsolved mysteries?
but it looks really
The
good. for
peacekeepers
Switch,
get
like,
to handle that.
shockingly.
Detectives don't even get close.
I'm not
Oh.
used to this.
Interesting.
They really,
But now,
I think they did a lot of like
things
pre-baking
could be
of the
different
lighting and
since
everything.
you're all
like that.
here.
I don't know. They really,
Huh?
really knocked it out of the park. It's been amazing. Went from 5 megabyte download,
Yeah,
half
I had a
megabyte
feeling things will
upload
be
for
a bit
$140
stuffy moving
to
forward.
158 for 300 down and 50 up. That is a huge difference. Okay, that's really good. Sandland. Sandland, dude. I'm excited for Sandland too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yes, I'm getting it. I'm totally getting it. I can't remember when that comes out though. Hold on, I gotta check really quick. That makes me excited. Yeah. Sandland. I don't know that we even have game release date. I don't know that we had one. I think they just said upcoming. Yeah, coming soon. Oh, I'm so getting it though. We are getting Sandland. I'm gonna be playing that on this page. Thank you, Zyler, for reminding me of that epicness. I kind of did too. I lived in Edmonds in Snohomish County, homeless since I was a kid. The city I grew up in is full of junkies, the worst kind of trouble. Bounty hunters, you name it. The motel I stayed in, we always had police raids because someone wanted or on the run was always there. Yeah, I actually, when I lived in an adjacent town over, I lived in a neighborhood. I guess it was called the Fizz or something like that, and we had like SWAT raids happen in that area often. Like I'd be like laying in bed just watching red and blue lights like flipping on the ceilings and stuff. It was unfortunate. Really high level drug dealing, we'll get that in neighborhoods though. Kamasaki Underground Passages. Tooltips too fast to read. I do want to thank everyone for coming in today. All the chat and conversations are great. Do I do this stuff?
Is your agency up ahead?
Like I said earlier, detectives aren't allowed to work in a proper office in Kanai Ward.
I want to know if this guy's tricking us.
Ugh,
though.
must we travel this nauseating path?
I don't think he is, but what if
I'm
he
too
is?
blue-blooded for this.
The other master detectives are already waiting at the agency. You're the last to join us.
Other
Auto
master
moving.
detectives.
I can do the camera.
But
That's it.
everyone on the train died.
Thanks to that hitman hired by Amaterasu. The WDO anticipated interference. They prepared multiple routes for entry into Kanai Ward. They covered their bases. Other master detectives arrived from routes besides the Amaterasu Express. Both official
Get the
and
stream?
unofficial
No,
members
what's that?
traveled through these various routes.
Stream
I
software?
see. So it wasn't just the Amaterasu Express.
After
Amaterasu
using
Corporation
slobs, I'm
caught
like
on
really
and
sketched
tried to
out at
interfere
other
on
stream
all the
things
routes.
now. I just like vanilla OBS
Granted,
with
they
the
deny
little
any
stream
involvement.
elements plugin.
Some routes were completely stamped out. Yours barely made it.
Oh, you had a ghetto town?
That
Hear
tragedy
you,
happened to others
Zyler?
too.
Excluding you, there are 4 others who survived. Unfortunately, a lot of sacrifices were made.
We're on
But
rails.
as a result, you could say master detectives of the highest caliber have been gathered here. Each of you did outsmart Amaterasu and made it here after all.
The highest caliber? Hearing Master get complimented really annoys me.
You were on the list for
Why?
2.5 years to get
I wonder
Starlink?
what the
Wow.
surviving Master Detectives are like. So exciting, so mysteriful.
Yeah, I would imagine YouTube videos would take ages. That's unfortunate. Either that or you'd have to like upload everything in like, I don't know, 720p at absolute max. Oh, it was a half hour away from you. Vandals, skateboarders. Hey, skateboarding is not a crime. I gotta look. Up here. Too high. In a world where the riverbank area took days to upload in 480p? Oh my god.
Here we are.
Remember in the 90s they treated skateboarding differently. Yeah, I know. That's why I said skateboarding's not a crime. I was a skateboarder. In fact, all my trouble with the law all stems from
where's the
skateboarding.
agency?
I have nothing else on my
It's
criminal record.
right here.
Just skateboarding related charges.
All right. Remember this, Yuma.
The worst one I got
The
charged with
most
desecration of a
important things
memorial. That
cannot
was
be
really
seen
annoying.
by the eye.
I waxed a bench in the wrong park, apparently. I had to do like 100 and something hours of community service. And they cuffed me for it too, which really irritated me. That's the only time I've ever been cuffed. Basically, you stream retro games in this sort of subscription-based. Oh. $80 for a lifetime, but that's Xbox? I'll have to look that up. What the fun record?
Is the agency?
This is cool! This is freaking cool!
I thought my eyes were gonna pop out.
That was a shot. I wasn't expecting that. I thought we were gonna go into like some little hole in the
Welcome to the
tunnels or whatever.
Nocturnal Detective Agency. What, you expected something a bit tidier? I guess I wouldn't call this place clean myself. But isn't it awesome? Our own submarine!
Pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
Is this really it? Our office is a sub?
You've been assigned to a sinking ship of a detective agency.
Nothing wrong with that. Freaking cool. Shinigami's such a downer sometimes. Is that a repurposed submarine turned into a giant houseboat hybrid? Yeah, it's like it's a whole fusion of stuff. I need it to get colder, get colder. The loading times in this game are a little, like, some of them are really, 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 really fast, and some of them are really, 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 really slow. I mean, it's cool for streaming. It gives me time to talk. Actually, pretty dang big for a submarine. I'm not gonna lie. It looks, yeah, that's real big. Who's this? New characters. Oh, we get new characters. Repurpose submarine into a giant houseboat. 77 by me. Awesome.
Thanks for waiting, everyone. Our final new member has arrived at last.
Watch it! Don't just come barging in here.
Well, he look a little crazy though.
Sorry. What are you talking about? This is my detective agency, isn't it?
Victory is mine. Pay up.
She looks cool. I like her coat.
But hold on, that doesn't count. It was an accident thanks to the chief barging in here.
Nonsense. You should have expected him to return from his errand. Moreover, you should have realized he was back when our submarine resurfaced.
When you put it like that.
I don't know how hot it is where I'm at. It's too hot though.
With my logic, anything is possible.
What are they
Be a little dark.
fighting about?
A little Sundare, maybe?
Hey, what are you doing with those matches? No fire is allowed on my sub.
It's just a little game.
Wait, that guy's in a fireplace. I never saw him before.
He strikes the matches one by one.
What a weirdo.
He wins if he lights 10 in a row. But if he fails even once, I win. And he failed. Thus, I get all the cash.
Oh.
Hang on.
I called it. I called it. He
lit.
called it a
The
submarine.
chief opened the door, which blew it out. I succeeded in lighting it, so the game continues. Next is the 7th, right? Hey, ref, how many matches was it? You
It's
can
closer,
check by counting
Mad
the number of
Baby.
chocolates on the table.
Sure thing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, she's ditzy. She doesn't look like she'd be ditzy.
Hey, don't eat those! We're using them to count! How many are we missing now? 2 or 3?
Yum, yum, yum.
Come on, princess. How many did you eat? Be honest.
Princess.
2 or 3. What comes after 3?
Danganronpa does the best job at character designs,
I
in my
never
opinion. I
remember
really
since
like
I
their
so
characters.
rarely count that high. Please give me just a moment to recall it.
It's all ruined.
And the other thing I have to say that I really like is the character portraits on the bottom left are always so fun.
Why don't you count the number of matchsticks?
Female
you've used
anime
instead?
character, if I like, she must be for me mature. Not a lot of those.
I'll just count the
The-
matchsticks
the-
in the
like the more
ashtray.
mature ones are always like Sundari, like they're always like dark.
Why the hell are there so many? Didn't you say no open flames are allowed in here?
It's harder to quit than you think.
Aha! I remember. The number 4 comes after 3. So the answer is 4.
Oh, she has a lip piercing.
Huh? But there is still a chocolate missing.
There was way more than 4. There were like I can't remember how many we saw when we came in, but there was like 8.
Hang
six,
on,
at
there were
least.
more than 4 to begin with. Did you eat another one? You're eating it right now.
It is too delicious. So this is what commoners eat. Interesting.
Oh no, is she a legitimate princess? Is she another legitimate princess character? Ah, we had one in like Danganronpa 2 that I remember. Ugh. I mean, she was interesting enough, but jeez.
It is simply heavenly.
Anyway, time to pay up.
Enough.
Too bad.
I'm using my authority as chief to end this game.
Royalty
And no more
character.
game. You understand you're in Kanai Ward? Don't give the peacekeepers any reasons to drop in on us. Virtue, honesty, and staying the hell out of trouble. That's our motto here at Nocturnal Detective Agency. Got it?
Got it.
Now then, I'd like to introduce you to
Me
our
sneaking
final
in and
team
smashed
member.
a like. Thank you.
Yuma Coco Head. A round of applause, please.
I think I like this guy with his jacket off is also awesome. His chest tattoo's bomb too, though. I'll give him that.
Nice to meet you all.
And I was hoping they'd be amazing detectives, but they all look kind of dumb. I wonder which one of them will die first. Him
Dog.
or me?
Why are we talking about death already?
Hey, knock it off! They managed to get past Amaterasu's attacks. I'm sure they're all amazing.
Yuma, let me introduce everyone to you. First,
Step the
the one
wheel
sitting
back
over
there.
there is Halara Nightmare, a great master detective. The first to arrive at Kanai Ward.
Ooh, we get to learn their secret special moves. Alara Nightmare. She does look kind of badass, though. I'll give her that.
The little match boy over there is Desuhiko Thunderbolt.
He looks like a Dasuhiko
Wait, who's the
Thunder.
match boy?
These character intros are always fun.
The beautiful lady next to him is Fubuki Clockford. She is the heiress to the famous Clockford family.
Clockford. Clockford.
A pleasure to meet you.
And the one inside the fireplace.
What, fireplace?
Hey, there we go. We get to
Why
see him
there of all
finally.
places?
He says it's calming in there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Royal.
his name is Vivia Twilight.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Wow, he actually looks really cool. I really like his character design. I mean, I'm partial to green, but that's cool. That's super cool.
Right.
Hey,
Now that we're all
Ramblin'
here,
joined us. Welcome in, Ramblin'. Thank you. I appreciate
have a
that.
seat.
That's super cool. So you have emojis now. I'm gonna upload some more probably tomorrow. I think we have enough now. We can do that. So welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to your premium. Your premium. I like the psychopathic women, not the Yandere-like type women. I like Revy from Black Lagoon. God, I haven't seen Black Lagoon in so long. It's been ages. What is Shinigami doing? Well, no, that'll make the story go by. I want to talk to some people first. see what they say.
Yuma,
Welcome in,
I'm sure
little
you're tired
senpai.
from your long journey.
Little senpai
Go ahead and
badge.
find a spot to sit.
That's so cool. I really appreciate that. It's a really, really new thing for us. The entire time we've been streaming, we've never had like any sort of like thing like that. And the whole time we were on Facebook, we were like battling to get to the point of that. And we could never do it no matter what we did. So it's kind of amazing to be on YouTube now and have that opportunity and have people take interest in it. So we appreciate it. He's not gonna say anything to me.
Everyone on the train died besides you? That sucks.
What?
Had I been on the Amaterasu Express, I would have solved it before anything had gone down.
Okay, genius.
Missed the chance to show off my superstar self.
Thunderbolt. I wonder what he can
This
do.
short stack is so arrogant. I hate his guts.
And you're not? Wait, I thought you were sitting down shitting with me.
Yuma, do you like chocolate?
Yeah.
Did you know that chocolate grows on cacao
Who
trees?
doesn't? Yet. Kind of?
The sight of all those trees with their shining silver fruit must be so splendid.
It's not. Have you guys ever seen what chocolate, like what cacao?
I think the silver part is just the wrapper.
Huh? Does it
She hates it
not
because he's
grow on the
similar to
tree
her.
like this? Ah, I see. I thought I was peeling back its silver
That is true.
husk.
That is probably really, really true. Sorry.
What a misunderstanding to make for an adventurer such as myself.
Adventurer?
Yeah, I was like, adventurer? What?
Correct. I am an adventurer and a detective. It is nice to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet
How
you
does that
too.
work? I mean, I guess I'm a YouTuber and a
You
counselor. at a
purposely
prison,
came
so
over to
we can
talk
all be
to
two
me?
things or more.
You're so kind, Yuma. Don't worry. They aren't avoiding me or anything.
Is this Eeyore? Do we have Eeyore up in this fireplace? Why is there a fireplace in the sub? Also, why? Can we talk about that first? I mean, we don't need to talk about it, but like, what the heck? That short stack reminds me of a certain Pomeranian-shaped atomic blonde boy for anime.
I prefer to be alone. A place like this gives me a sense of peace and quiet.
Okay, you were.
I want to
Sounds like
die
Meat
someday.
Canyon.
I have no idea what to say to him.
Yeah, no, I work in a prison. Yeah, I work in the state prison. Classification counselor. I do talk about it from time to time.
Now, all remaining agents sent to the Nocturnal Detective Agency are here. There are a lot less of you than what we originally planned. Well, regardless of how many people we would have gotten, we'd still be no match against the Peacekeepers' numbers.
Hence why some days I'm just freaking exhausted after work, and I just I would love to make more content, but I also really need to. I'm really big into self-care, so
So, we'll keep laying low down here and avoid provoking them.
always
as
take
we've
care of
been
myself
doing.
over everything. You
You want to stay submerged in this filthy river? I didn't come here to rot like sewage. I want to make a grand entrance, solve all unsolved mysteries, and become a superstar detective. Oh, and
I
once
think we have
I'm
a lot of
rich and
immaturity in the
famous,
characters, but I mean that's kind
I'll
of
make you
typical,
all
I
my
guess.
assistants.
In Kanai Ward, solving cases won't make you famous. All information is controlled by the Peacekeepers. They simply conceal anything that's inconvenient to them. If you want to be famous in this town, it's much easier if you're a
Can't remember his
villain.
name, but I think his moniker is Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite. What?
I see. Get
Wait, don't actually do it! Don't instigate anything with those guys. Got it?
I'm just kidding around.
Why is the WDO gathering master detectives in Kanai Ward? What do they want us to do?
Honestly, I don't know what the WDO
Well, you guys
is
say
thinking
I
either.
fixed it.
I
I'm
just
not.
found
This is
out
not
about
me
this
trying
recently
to
myself.
sponsor up here, but I fixed my little stream thing last night when I did my design, my design change. So it now says you save 12% using Senpai Squad. It used to say 15% using Senpai Squad 15, and that was super incorrect.
You didn't receive any instructions?
Not yet, at least. I'm hoping they'll call us eventually. But before that, there's something I need to verify first.
I need to talk with my sponsor about stuff in their store too. I think there's more. We should probably have a little change up here soon.
Yuma, it's about you.
Huh?
About me? Why me?
I heard the Peacekeepers talking and learned about it back then, but do you really have amnesia?
Oh yeah, I definitely.
Huh?
Katsuki
Amnesia?
Bakugo. Ah, okay. No, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
seems like I do.
Yeah, no, you're
Don't
right,
remember anything
Zyler.
from
You are
before getting on
absolutely
the,
right. He
Amaterasu
is like
Express.
Bakugo.
Ah, then you and I are alike. We are amnesia buddies, Yuma.
What?
Huh? Fubuki, you too?
Indeed. I cannot remember what I had for breakfast. I cannot even recall how I got here.
Womp, 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 womp. Come on.
I think you're just forgetful.
Don't make things even more complicated.
Turn-based Bleach game. That'd be cool. I've only seen the mobile Bleach games. I think they had some PS2 ones, didn't they? Maybe a PS3 and a PSP. But I don't know.
My apologies.
So, interesting fact about Bleach for me, I hated the anime. And then I started to... But I wanted to give the manga a chance. And I love the manga. And I collected about 50 of them. And then I was like, oh my god, this takes up so much space and I have so many more to get. And I quit reading them. And I've never done that ever since then. Could have ended at the Eisenhower. I don't even think I got that far. Not gonna lie. He's got an explosive temper. He's a show-off. He's always in your face. Yep, right? That's... Hey, Zyler, you're on point tonight. You're like on fire.
What is the source of your amnesia? Is Amaterasu Corporation responsible?
No, it doesn't seem likely. I was still at the station when I woke up.
No, I can't tell him why I'm amnesiac. God, these stupid rules. How obnoxious.
So you really don't remember anything. Oh, I'm surprised you got
Sail
past
the high
Amaterasu's
seas to
attacks
be
like that.
So I was working on a video for Chainsaw Man that I am not going to release until season 2 is about to come out for the anime. And in doing so, I ended up getting addicted to the manga, and I actually ended up signing up for the Shonen Jump app. And the reason why is because initially, and this is not sponsored, Shonen Jump gives me crap, but it was $1.99 a month, and I actually thought that was kind of amazing. So I read up to like 123 volumes of Chainsaw Man. I need to catch up. I'm behind now, but I got all caught up, and then I didn't like reading them weekly. Reading manga weekly is not my thing, apparently. I like to like binge. 'Cause I can read a whole manga volume in like... Alright, I had something in my eye. Real quick. In like 10 minutes? Doesn't take that long. Ryzen, they made one, but they made it for the DS. Oh, it was the DS one. I never played that one. Yuma could be a tax evader for all we know. Right.
I probably can't tell him it's thanks to the pact I made with the Death God.
Yeah, see, that's what Shinigami won't let us talk. Weekly, I wish Dragon Ball Super was weekly. Once a month for that. Weekly? Is it weekly? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chainsaw Man releases weekly.
You better not.
Mangas.
Talking about me breaks the contract.
Anyway, it was pretty cool. They raised the price recently. It's now $2.99 a month, but it's still not bad. And because I found unless I find, God, I can't talk about it. I want to talk about it. I need to release a video this weekend talking about the isekai that I love. Because I want to talk about that. But anyway, I found the manga of it, like on a Google Drive dump. That I can get down with, the Yari. But it's not available on Shonen Jump. Outside of that, I don't like using those websites and stuff. They're so sketchy and there's so much yuck on them. There's also a Dynasty Warriors style Bleach game. I'm kind of interested now.
I think I was just lucky. Chief saved me in the end.
One of these days, maybe I'll do it for my birthday, 2024 birthday. Maybe I'll go back, I'll play some old anime games, like old anime games. games. Because we used to do the Jojonium, where I played all the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures games, going all the way back to like the Super Nintendo RPG, which is peak, kind of. We had a JoJo RPG. Never knew about that. What's the name? Oh, the name of the Warriors Bleach game.
Well, you can work off your debt to me.
But anyway, it would be kind of fun maybe if we just did retro anime games. I dug up a lot of stuff. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I got this because we're doing the Yu Yu Hakusho video that I've been working on. But I found these guys local to me that do video game trading stuff, and I was able to get all of the Final Fantasy Legend games. I had a couple of them, but now I have all of them. But what I also got, Yu Yu Hakusho for the Game Boy. I think it'd be kind of fun. Bro, I unfortunately have to stay all the high seas. No, I'm not judging. I don't judge at all. You do what you gotta do. Back in my day, when I was a young anime boomer boy, we didn't have the opportunity to get anime anywhere but piracy, period. And so I watched everything pirate. If you wanted to watch stuff, it was fan subbed anime. That was it, unless you wanted to watch the stuff that was on TV, which is just like Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon and stuff. I'm not knocking it, but I was more interested in that. Dude, I was thinking about making a video about it, Ramblin'. There is a huge amount of Yu Yu Hakusho games. A huge amount of them. A huge amount. 90% of which were never released in English. Some of which have fan translations. I was going to do that as part of my video series if the Yu Yu stuff goes well. That's kind of my baby project. I've been working on it for months now. Months. Like, super huge project. You guys have fun? Did have fun? Here. Sorry guys, hold on just 1 second. Everything. Family view. Like, not on camera, please. Okay, when's she coming over? Just because I'm streaming right now. So sorry guys. Okay. I'm sorry. We're gonna keep streaming, guys, but I guess we're having a guest over tonight. So at some point here, when she decides to come, I'll have to call the stream, no matter what we're up to at that point, because I don't feel comfortable having anyone else's kids over while I'm live, for good reason, I think. So hopefully you guys understand. I was only on the PS3. I have it. It's called Bleach Soul Resurrection. Interesting.
So you really don't know who you are? In other words, you don't remember if you're a detective?
That's
I'm really new to
correct.
Yu Yu. I think I mentioned that before, but I'm really, like, this year is the first year I've ever seen any Yu Yu anything.
Oh, but I
love it.
do have a letter from the WDO.
Spoiler. Who could not love, like, you have to love Yu Yu. If you've seen it, you have to love it. Or you don't like anime.
And this outfit is definitely mine because it fits perfectly.
I've always been convinced, and I shouldn't really talk about this too much, but I've always been convinced that tournament arcs are the worst thing that animes have ever had, ever, and Yu Yu changed my mind completely. That was peak. I was peak. It's fair, actually, because what happened with Will, unfortunately, it's fair and safe to do so. Yeah. No, absolutely.
I don't doubt you. That's not what I'm worried about.
Best shonen anime of all time.
I've already verified
It's great.
your identity.
We have yet to finish it, but I've definitely gone through the dark art, or the dark tournament, and so good.
Huh? You know who I am?
That show aged like the finest of fine wines, the finest of them. Marcelo, welcome in. How you doing, bro?
I didn't just daydream in the park and feed pigeons while y'all were heading here.
I think he did. I
checked the routes everyone used and provided support wherever I could. Unfortunately, most of the info was kept secret, so supporting you was all I could do. At the very least, I did manage to obtain info about the
Tired sack.
Amaterasu
Yeah,
Express.
I mean, it's gotta be late for you, bro. What are you doing up so late?
Then again, it was mostly
Hopefully you're
thanks
just
to
stopping in.
Halara
You gotta
and
take care of
Desert
yourself.
Ego since they arrived so early.
I got the passenger list from Amaterasu Corporation using my special forte.
Yes, okay, here we go. We're getting into the
That
forte.
ability is top secret, so I'm not gonna tell you about it just yet.
Damn it. Overworked? You've been hustling?
Your name was on the passenger list, Yuma. Once we knew your name, obtaining more information was easy. I researched the histories of everyone on the list.
This doesn't sound like something you need to hear.
What? Of course it is! I might finally get to learn about my past!
Moving everything and dealing with bureaucracy. Oh man, I can't even imagine. I feel for you, man. I've said this before with you, Marcelo, but if you ever need to just reach out and just talk with me, just even if you just need me to just listen, you're always free to do that. Might as well keep that info to himself, keeping it to the grave. I know, what a jerk. What a jerk.
So, who am I?
Do they know?
The truth might surprise you, but among the master detectives registered at the WDO, no individual with the name Yuma Cocohead exists.
No! No! Why? I mean, what do we expect? But I mean, come on. I really wanted... Oh, I wanted to know. I wanted to know.
What do you mean?
5 master detectives were summoned to the Amaterasu Express. That is an undisputable
Deny,
fact.
deny! Like JoJo, yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no!
But a detective in training was also summoned.
Detective in training?
Oh.
That's you, Yuma.
Oh.
Looks like you've been working toward being a detective at the WDO.
Oh.
You may be part of the organization, but you haven't earned your stripes just yet.
Ah, Banjo. I'm Banjo.
So, I'm not really a master detective yet?
That sounds about right. You never fail to amuse me, Master.
I mean, it makes sense if you think about it, right? So, like, the kid, and who knows if this is true, but it makes sense. Because it's like, maybe that's why he made the pact with Shinigami, so he'd have, like, that edge he needed to, like, get into the agency. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he didn't have anything that was of, like, high pizzazz, or maybe he had nothing, you know, and he needed to get there. Didn't he already know he was in training? He didn't know anything. He's amnesiac. He doesn't know anything at all. Nothing whatsoever.
Despite that, I know for sure you'll be an integral part of our team. I reviewed your profile in the
In
WDO
fact, when we were
records,
doing that last
and it
dungeon
turns
on the
out
last
you have a
stream-
phenomenal ability.
Wait, I have a phenomenal ability? Oh, we get to learn about it, because remember when you were on the train, everyone was showing their fortes off, and we were able to, like, experience them or whatever? Maybe he's going to teach us now. Hold on, I'm going to shut up here. Doing my Japanese on Duolingo, and it interrupted the stream with one of its ads. Oh, I was playing Solitaire the other day and watching my buddy, and it was doing that all the time, because I don't have my account linked yet, so I get ads. I feel it. I need to start doing Duolingo here. Maybe the contract was a result of him almost die because of that. He lost his memory. Well, I mean, maybe that would be an extra little bit added in, Zyler, but I mean, we do know that his pact with Shinigami, just having it exist, is why he lost his memories. But yeah, no, that could be more detailed events. All right, what is it?
Ability?
What is it?
So I do have some sort of special power too?
Your record claims that you're a great cook. Would you mind making us breakfast from now on?
This game is messing with me! Like, why are you messing with me, game? Like, they're like taking me to the edge, and then they're dropping me off the cliff. Oh,
Killing is made.
damn it.
I don't know if I can. I don't have any memories about cooking.
Damn it. Damn it.
Never mind. Did my profile mention anything else? Like where I used to live or my personal history?
It didn't have any details of the sort.
Damn it.
You see, you've got a trainee's profile, not a proper master detective's.
Oh, this whole conversation was pointless.
I see.
You know, trainees are kind of like appetizers at a restaurant, don't you think?
Great cook. eye twitching. That's exactly it.
I guess that makes you the appetizer detective!
Well, don't kick me when I'm down, Shinigami. Have some respect.
Don't worry, I'll do my best to train you from the ground up to be a great detective.
What's wrong? There's nothing to feel ashamed about. Everyone starts off as a trainee.
Well, sure, but so like when we were going this is what I was trying to say earlier. When we were in the dungeon earlier, he was like, "Oh, I'm actually really good at this. Oh, this is really cool. Like, you know what? Maybe I'm like the best master detective, like a top master." So such a bummer. A good slapping could fix her.
Also, not everyone can use their forte from the get-go, though some are born rather gifted. Still, no matter how much talent you have, you require the right training to make the most use of your abilities. No matter how smart they are or how dexterous their fingers, no surgeon dives straight into surgery.
So, unless Shinigami is the reason why I can like feel, so to speak, like the other people's fortes, unless Shinigami's the case, maybe I can tell them about what I think I can do, and we can cultivate that.
The same goes for Master Detectives. If you want to do things the right way, you have to learn it.
So, everyone here also trains at the World Detective Organization?
The WDO requires a 2-year training period for all agents. No exceptions.
Okay, I feel really stupid. At first, I was gonna say I'm really amazed how they have physics with like things in this game, like her strings on her hoodie, but I don't know that that is actually physics based or not. Hard to tell. Maybe it's just animated. If that's the case, though, someone put a lot of energy into that.
During that time,
Burn
the agent's
to the
paranormal
ground. Jesus,
disposition
listen to that
is
on loop.
honed into a forensic forte, specializing in investigation. And those who manage to develop their forte are certified as master detectives.
Like me. Plus, once you become a master detective, you get a detective deed from the WDO.
I don't know why his really bright color scheme reminds me of like Chie from Persona 4. I really like those badges too.
By the
Oh,
way,
my hat has that
not all
symbol on it.
detectives working for the WDO are master detectives. There are regular detectives, like myself, who don't have fortes.
Oh, really?
Really?
I still got my detective deed. It doesn't say master detective on it, but it still holds the same weight.
Huh.
A forte mostly depends on innate talent. Some people will never develop it, no matter how much effort they put in.
Oh, I wonder if maybe no, I have to have some sort of power. There's no way. How can you be a main character without a power, right? Even if it's like Black Clover, right? And it's like a negative power.
But that doesn't mean they can't be a detective. Anyone can get a detective deed as long as they complete their training.
Speaking of which, I need to catch up on the Black Clover anime because the frickin' movie came out and I'm not caught up far enough to watch the movie, and that makes me a sad boy.
So, is that my case as well? I don't think I have any special abilities.
We have a lot of stuff to watch, though. Oh, you poor sweet summer child. Maybe that's why he made the pact. Yeah, well, but I'm saying he has the ability to, like... feel, like, other people's, like, experience other people's fortes, so I almost feel like that is his thing.
There is no record about your forte. You could be
We don't
like
know
me
anything.
and have
It's all
no special
theoretical.
powers.
I knew it.
Who cares about that? You've got me, Master.
Look, there's no need to be so down about having no forte of your own. That has nothing to do with whether you're a good detective or not. Even a kid or a delinquent can be a master detective if they're good at one thing. But detectives with no special abilities must pass basic testing with flying colors before they're certified. So, in fact, you could say those without special abilities make better detectives.
You could, but would it be true?
Just tune your own
He could have
horn,
a
old
copy
man.
abilities, where he touches something and See, I was almost wondering that, but he wasn't touching anyone when he was experiencing their fortes. Hold on just a second.
But being both a capable detective and a master detective would be even better. Such as myself.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you guys could still see me with my chair moved the way it is. I should have just asked. I don't know why I wasn't just asking you guys. I can communicate with chat. That's a thing that streamers can do. Imagine.
Anyway, whether you have an ability or not, the fact remains that you've been striving to be a detective.
So, I wanted to be a detective.
Also, keep in mind that despite being a trainee, you were given a directive. That's pretty impressive. You must be quite
Usually we
capable.
sit the exact same way in stream, but sometimes I just kind of want to get a little more comfortable.
I mean, master detectives were killed, but you managed to survive.
I need to get a new chair too. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, because no one else is gonna ever probably say this. I am never buying a Secret Labs chair ever again. And neither is Bree. We both bought Secret Labs chairs. Never again. Never getting another one, ever.
I'm not sure if that's
They even
right.
came out with some really cool like Demon Slayer and like Attack on Titan ones. They have these cool skins that like fit over the chairs and you can do all these cool stuff with them now. Never getting one again.
I am sure you shall eventually remember all that you have forgotten, Yuma.
It's just we've only had them for a little, like, I mean, we've had them for like a year or so, but like, holy crap, have they fallen apart, Rogue? Like, completely fallen apart. These, my little armrests are like, they're done. They're gone. They fell off. They broke into like 100 different pieces. The stuff is peeling off all the other ones, and we're not like mean to our chairs at all. Like, just from normal bumps and hits and just, you know, real light things, yeah, they're destroyed. This whole thing's falling apart. I'm just really not happy with any of it.
Although, I still do not remember what I ate this morning, let alone
Back with
yesterday's
this.
weather.
It was raining. It's always raining.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, right. Is she
Wait, no,
this
that's not
done
right.
on purpose? I think she's putting on an act. Maybe she's a giant skink. It's boom kill time if you fall for her, Master.
Shinigami! Shinigami! You don't use words like that about people we don't know. My God. Shame on you. Shame on you. I think she's jelly. She's jelly. She's hella
I
jelly.
didn't do anything.
By the way, my agency treats both trainees and detectives as the same thing. All you master detectives, you better not drop your guard or the rookie here's gonna steal your thunder. Got it?
Go ahead and try.
Oh, my ears are plugged. I'm sorry if I've been really
Too
loud.
bad for you, rookie. I'm gonna
Why?
take all the medals.
I have no desire to compete.
You senior detectives sure are a handful. Vivia, anything you'd like to say to the newbie?
No, not really.
I don't know why I really like him.
Call?
That's the direct line to the World Detective Organization. So,
Ba-da-dun-dun-dun-dun.
they're finally contacting.
Oh,
All
that
communication and
Ghostbusters
Conai
are
Ward
called.
is shut out from the outside world. So that phone is rather special. And obviously, it's kept secret from the Amaterasu folk.
If they're contacting us, maybe they'll finally give us our orders.
Go ahead, rookie.
Huh? You want me to answer?
Ooh. Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo, woo.
Hello, Nocturnal Detective Agency. Please state your business.
This dude looks like he straight runs a cult. Like, he's got a mouth on her. She can... I can use that if you know what I mean.
Good work, all of you. I assume everyone is present? So few of you survived. Far less than I anticipated, but considering who survived, this should...
What the hell? Who's this grandpa? He acts like he's hot shit.
Oh, don't be like
Beats
that.
me. I've never seen him before. My
Wait, what?
contact is usually someone totally different.
Mystery.
Perhaps he dialed the wrong number?
No, that's impossible. This is a direct line to the WDO. Who are you? Would you mind telling us your name?
Excuse me, who are you? It's from the anime Perfect Blue. If you haven't seen it and you're old enough to see it, you should see it. It is amazing.
A name? Unfortunately, I discarded my name long ago. Now, I simply go by Number 1. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Okay. This guy's a little freaky.
Number 1?
Yeah, Thunderbolt's about to shit his pants now
You're
after that
joking?
comment.
Seriously? My sincerest apologies for my rude behavior.
I didn't expect Number 1 himself to appear. This must be very serious business then.
Hopefully everyone was wearing their brown pants for this.
Is he a big deal or something?
Number 1 is the top master detective, leader of the World Detective Organization.
Hence the name Number 1, bruh. How could you not piece that together? I pieced that together. I don't know what the hell's going on.
The top detective of the WDO?
He rarely ever shows himself. Thus, no one knows his true identity. He is only known among detectives as Number 1.
He's the top of the World Detective Organization?
It's just some old man.
Hey!
I am here to give those of you who arrived your instructions. There is a dangerous secret lurking here, which we refer to as Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh, snap.
Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
However, Kanai Ward's ultimate secret isn't a problem affecting only this city. There is a chance it relates to the ongoing great global mystery.
What?
Hence why I chose to deliver your orders directly. Move swiftly to investigate Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. Doing so will assist us in solving the great global mystery.
Look at the names, they're flickering. The names are flickering? Where are the names flickering? Oh, yeah.
Huh? That's it?
Were they not
How
flickering
about some
before?
clues?
Why do you think you're there? If you're a detective, search for clues yourself. Providing any information beforehand will merely result in misconceptions.
Understood.
Do you recall the World Detective Organization's creed? A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
I heard that every
Really?
single day during training. But it's not something you can easily put into practice.
Is that true, Master?
I don't remember at all.
Mysteries
ask
are
me
the
questions
greatest
about the
threat to
past.
humanity. The WDO will not allow mysteries to go unsolved. They shall be eradicated with sagacious wit and indomitable will. We must guide the lost souls of victims to paradise in the name of truth.
The world all! No.
Go forth, proud detectives.
Seems like it would be the
Eliminate all
perfect game in the
mysteries from
universe
this
of Death
world.
Note. Oh. Yeah, yeah. Actually, it would fit, wouldn't it? It would fit. It would. That would fit. That would fit.
Hey, did you hear that? We got a direct order from Number 1.
You guys are like super insightful tonight. I'm like really impressed with chat. Chat's on fire.
We play our cards right, we're guaranteed to get promoted. I'm hyped.
It
This
isn't
is a big
so
brain
simple.
chat tonight.
Just look at how much we sacrificed to get you here. Kanai Ward's ultimate secret must have something to do with Amaterasu Corporation.
Yes, it seemed like it would be the human worlds for Death Note. Yeah,
Which means
yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
to snoop on them. They're gonna wipe us out.
So it's a full-on war then. The WDO is serious.
War is awful. I myself am a pacifist.
Okay.
Well, it's something we have to do.
Thank you for the
from
thumbs
here
up, whoever hit that.
There you go again with your jokes.
Fubuki, were you listening?
I was. However, I was also lost in my own thoughts.
I feel like I'm 99% sure that, like, the princess character in Danganronpa 2 was also an idiot, I thought, or came off like an idiot. She did, because there was that pervert, the culinary pervert, ultimate culinary whatever, and he was a pervert, and he kept trying to, like, get her to, like, go into, like, his bedroom or, like, private places with her, and he made, like, these wild innuendos with her, and it, like, flew over her head all the time. She's kind of a recycled character in that way, then. That's kind of a bummer. I'm not ripping on the game. It's fun. We'll have fun.
You weren't listening then!
So, Chief, any ideas about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
Yeah, that was a very vague thing to go off of. Not like discover this or look at this place or start here or anything. It's a common trope. Yeah, it is. I mean, Danganronpa is a trope fest. I mean, that's what makes it great. Not that this is Danganronpa, but makers of.
This place has so many secrets that I have no idea where to start. But one thing that comes to mind is this unending rain, I think.
That might be a good place to start. Why is it never stopping raining? It's obviously never always been like that. It's newish.
He said that it has something to do with the great global mystery, too.
I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, what the heck is that?
Well, for now, let's sneak into Amaterasu Corp and start gathering up info.
Don't you dare do anything dangerous like that. It's not like they're leaving secrets in easy-to-reach spots.
Then what are we supposed to do?
You really want to know?
The mystery dungeon.
The right thing to do is absolutely nothing.
What? No, I'm pretty sure nothing will get solved if you do that.
Jeez. How did it end up like this?
Come on. You need to snap out of it, Chief.
I've got a bad feeling about all this. Who would have guessed number 1 would show up?
What if he's not a good guy? I don't know. I'm very mistrusting.
All I wanted was to sink quietly into the river.
Are things really that bad?
Yeah, lives are at stake here.
The ditzy over-the-head female, you could be hitting on her, and yet she wouldn't know it. Like you said, overhead. Yeah, that's what it was in the other game too. And it was like that kid, like he was saying some stuff. This reminds me of the Phoenix Wright series spin-off Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. Yes, awesome.
Danger is a daily occurrence in all of Kanai Ward.
I'm used to wagering my life like poker chips. It feels like my path.
Maybe for you, but I'm not that way. Who said I wanted that? I got it. Let's pretend like we didn't hear a thing.
You get number 1 told.
No, I know that's impossible. Given the sacrifices that were already made, the WDO can't back down now. I guess we have no choice.
Chief Yako.
This group is kind of...
Everything that goes down in this city is handled by the peacekeepers of Amaterasu Corporation. They simply fabricate or cover things up in whatever way's most convenient for them. In other words, the truth they're hiding may be connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
The group of misfit toys. It kind of is, right?
Some
Sid's
of these cover-ups
toys.
may be clues for unsolved mysteries then.
But there are tons of cases where they covered up the truth.
Then what we need to do is clear.
Huh?
Don't stare at me, dumbfounded rookie. We've got to crush each unsolved mystery one by one.
What, all of them?
Got our music back. This is the track I think that will eventually turn into the... You think Yakoi could be Shuji Ikutsuki? I'm confused. I don't know. Welcome to the island of misfit toys, my friend.
I suppose that's one way to solve whatever's going on.
Oh, fine.
Speaking of islands, I really want to
All right,
watch...
listen up.
I really want Hell's Paradise Season 2 to come up.
Truth be told, I wish this day had never come.
Persona 3, the director. so confused. I'm very
A part of me
confused. I'm
knew
sorry.
that it was inevitable. Our goal now is to expose Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. We'll be up against Amaterasu Corporation, so please, be extremely careful. We don't know what these guys will do to interfere with us. That said, you all survived the deadly trip to get here, so I'm sure you're up to the challenge.
Krista told I want the next season of Record of Ragnarok because that anime, even as jank as it is, got beautiful storytelling. Ragnarok. Is that old? I don't remember a Record of Ragnarok recently.
We've been trapped in this rain for a long time.
Not that I know
now,
all the anime in the world.
but it's time to put an end to that. Please, help me save this city.
You heard me, Master. I love it. Things are getting
Hey,
interesting.
who here has seen Zom 100 or read it? I guess the manga's amazing, but the anime is amazing. Watch that anime. Highly recommended by me.
Mr. Ball.
Good, you should see it. So I'm not really a zombie guy, but
Through the winding neon
this is a little
cityscape,
different.
draped in my raincoat, I roam in search of my missing memories.
You think it has bad visuals? I thought it had pretty great
What
visuals.
secrets lurk in this labyrinth of drainage pipes?
There he is! There's our guy from our last thumbnail!
We have yet to
Yeah.
find the answer.
Oh
The
wait.
story of
No.
detectives
I saw
facing
her
the
in some
darkness that
promotional
enshrouds the
Ooh,
truth
ooh, that guy too. I want to know about that guy.
is about to begin.
He's got that mask like that famous anime character. Oh, here we go. Wait, is this finally the opening for the game? 3 streams later. It says I have no viewers. I guess everyone left me. Sorry, guys. Is the stream still like up? This feels very Danganronpa. Game is healthy. No idea what you mean, ropes. YouTube, you're being weird. You're being weird, YouTube. Oh, it ties to the VA zone. Oh, Fubuki. Ah, I missed it. It was too quick for me. I'm been forwarded with one app and YouTube. These visuals are just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. You are seeing an illusion, my friend. Apparently YouTube's just out here messing with them. I really like his cape too. Be cool to make that cape with like some LEDs in it to make it like bright like that. This is sick. This is really cool. This game is just impressive. It really is. There's a bunch of people that are like, I'm not playing it, I'm not amazing. Oh, Makoto! Oh! Pay more attention, sorry. No more looking at anything else other than this amazing video. Wait, does Shinigami kiss me? Honey? Can't you see he's a man? Let me hear you applaud. He is more than a man. He's a shiny golden god. Spiked Sunsoft. Tokyo Games. Game is messing with your perception. We're all just pawns in a greater game. Prologue. End. Well, so this is a really good stopping point. However, it's Friday night. So do you guys want me to keep streaming for a little bit longer? I can continue until the kid's friend comes over and we can just keep playing. And we'll just stop wherever we end up. We can do that if you want. Or we can end now and have a cohesive ending. because it's not going to be cohesive. Because when she comes over, I'm just going to be done. But I'm going to let chat. Like, if anyone says anything, first person to say anything, I'll listen to you. Maybe. We must dance to the tune that we are given, for if we deviate for a second, the bigger eyes will fall upon the small little creatures. Now go ahead and end it. I should end it? Stop. You're probably going to have to stop randomly otherwise. Okay. If that's what you guys want. I want to do another stream this weekend, or I want to do a stream this weekend on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know if that will happen. If it does, it will be more likely to be on Sunday. But I'll keep you guys posted in Discord and the community posts. So, you guys sound like you want to wrap it up here. So, that's what we'll do. I want to thank everybody for coming in then. You guys are awesome. I didn't set up the JoJo outro, so I don't have a JoJo outro for us today, but I do want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank our newest member. Your name is very confusing. I'm sorry. Ramblin' Ryzen. Check him out. He's going to start doing some content and stuff too. And yeah, you should definitely check him out. He doesn't know a platform yet, so we'll keep that posted for y'all. But I do appreciate memberships. I appreciate people just come in, people hitting the likes. We got 10 likes on this. These have been the most well-liked streams that we've had in a while, so it's greatly appreciated. And we will see you guys hopefully on Sunday. If not, I will be doing a Monday stream and hopefully a Tuesday stream and probably a Thursday stream and probably a Friday stream, because I really like this game. I really like this game. I'm having a really good time with it. But anyway, with that, so we'll have a cohesive ending. We will call it here, and I appreciate you. So everybody have a wonderful night, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves.